your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your arms, baby.
What is up, my loves? It's your girl Jay back again with another video. How are you guys doing? Hope y'all are doing very well. So for today's video, I'm gonna be telling y'all how I got a bald spot in the back of my head because of this hairdresser of mine. So it's funny because I was just thinking, I'm like, dang, I need my hair redid. And then I was scrolling through my Snapchat stories and I seen the hairstyle, y'all, and I'm be giving y'all receipts and pictures and stuff so y'all can see for yourself. Don't be laughing at me, okay? I feel comfortable. That's why I'm sharing with y'all, because I feel comfortable. Don't be sitting there bringing me down and tearing me down, because I will come for y'all if y'all come for me, and that's just that, okay? Don't be coming for me, okay? Because I'm sharing my vulnerable side, okay? A lot of people never seen this bald spot, okay? Never. Okay, they just know Jaquanda got a bald spot. They never seen it. Okay, so don't be judging me. So if you guys want to know how this bald spot came about, stay tuned. So I want to say roughly around about 3 people max to do my hair. I don't really let people touch my hair because I don't trust everybody on my head. I like people who can do hair but also grow my hair out at the same time and make sure that my hair is being taken care of. Them are the type of people I like to go to, okay? So this particular girl, I have been going to her for a while, a while. She used to do my sister's hair back in the day. I've never had a problem out of her doing my hair. So this day, I don't know what was going on with sis. I don't know if she just haven't done hair in a while. I don't know. Or maybe it was just me because I hadn't had a sew-in a while. I do not know, but it just was not happening. So what am I gonna name her? First of all, let me what should we name her, y'all? Let's name her Jennifer. So I hit up Jen and I'm like, hey Jenny, I was like, are you available? I need my hair done, so and so and so. She texted me. She was like, oh, hey, boo. How you doing? Yeah, I got to open it for you. Da-da-da-da. I can get your hair at this time. I'm like, sure. Okay, boo. I know you got me. Da-da-da. She's like, all right. What you want done? I'm like, let me get a sew-in. Mind you, I hadn't had a sew-in in I don't know how long. I was just mainly wearing braids. I was mainly wearing braids for the most part because I was trying to grow my hair out. I make my appointment or whatever, and I get my hair, all of that. So I get to her house. I got my hair done on the 26th of January. And I'll be showing y'all pictures, of the hairstyle. So she doing my hair. She doing my hair. Of course, for people who don't know, if you never had a sew-in or whatever, some people, when they do sew-ins, they either cornrow your hair to the back, or they do a beehive, which is they swirl it around, and then in the middle of your hair it's a little long piece or whatever that they just sew down, So she was braiding my hair the beehive way, and she braiding, and it's cool, She was like, is it tight? I'm like, no, because she was just braiding around the perimeter of my head. So I'm like, no, it wasn't tight at all, y'all. I promise y'all. It was not tight at all. So I'm like, no, it's not tight. It's cool. So she continues braiding or whatever. And she started getting to the middle, the middle part of my head. So she started getting to the middle part of my head. And I'm like, hey, Jen, it's getting a little bit tight. Can you loosen up a bit? Da, 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 da. She like, oh, yeah. So she loosens up a bit, but it's still hurting. My head is throbbing, you know what I'm saying? So she closes up the braid or whatever. And I'm just in pain. My head is literally throbbing.
Boy, y'all acting like a new balance ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm doing good. So she get done braiding my hair or whatever, and I'm telling her, I'm like, you know, my head is throbbing, like it's like I'm in pain. She was like, well, maybe it's probably because you haven't had like your hair like this in a while. I'm like, what? She was like, it's probably because you haven't had your hair done in a while. So I'm okay, that might be the case because I hadn't had a sew-in for months, literally almost a year. So she was like, I just put some oil on it. The oil should soothe it. You should be good. You should be okay. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know. So when she gets done closing up the braid, you know, I'm like, okay, Jenny, it's tight. Like, my head is throbbing. Like, it hurts real bad. She was like, oh, I just put some oil on there. It should soothe it. I'm like, okay. Mind you, I'm trusting this woman because she's done my hair before. She never steered me wrong. Like, she's the one she grew out my hair the most. Out of everybody that I go to, she's the one who grew my hair out the most. So she put the oil on there. And my hair's still throbbing. So I'm getting mad. She start, you know, sewing the weave in. So as she's sewing the weave in, I'm going like this. You know, I'm moving uncomfortable. Like, I can't get comfortable. My head is like literally pounding, guys. So she was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, but it's still very tight. She finished sewing my hair up. And at that point, I just gave up on telling her, you know, like, my head is throbbing, like it hurt. When I should have really told her, like, just take it down, start over, is what I should have said to her. But I didn't. I stayed with the hairstyle. I paid her, you know what I'm saying? It was cute. I'm going to show y'all what it looked like. It was cute. It was good, cute. She did a very good job on my head, like she always does. So I get home, you know, and I'm telling my sister, I'm like, my hair hurt real bad. Like, she braided too tight, you know? And she was like, well, why didn't you tell her that? I was like, I did. But she just put oil right there and said that the oil should help. You know, the oil should help my hair. She's like, okay. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, maybe, you know, because once you get your hair done, you know, it hurt for a couple of days and then, you know, the pain go away. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just one of these, you know, my head throbbing 1 minute and a couple of days, you know, I should be okay. Or so I thought. My head was literally hurting, guys. And like every day, like I would stick my fingers like in my tracks and like feel through the braids. And I call it my soft spot. I'm touching that part and it's like scrunched up. You know how like it's like this. So imagine like your eyebrows being like this, like that. That's how my head felt, like a crease right there. I'm feeling in the crease and it's like all I feel is like liquid. And it's not from the oil, y'all. I promise y'all it's not from the oil. Because my hair soaks up some oil. I feel it and it's like my hair wet and then I feel it start scabbing. So I tell my sister, I'm like, my hair is scabbing over. And she was like, it's scabbing over. I said, yes. I don't know what she did, but my head is scabbing over. And it's like, it's hurting. She was like, okay, well, maybe you should take it down. And I'm like, Now, this was a dumb move on my end, okay? Because I should have took it down. But I was like, no. Because I just paid that girl, like, one something for my head. That's my money going down the drain. No. We're going to stick this through. My hair going to stay up. And hopefully it's okay. If y'all know me, I keep my sew-ins up for a month, okay? I don't just keep my sew-ins up for, like 2 weeks and then take it down. No. My sew-ins be up for months, a couple of months. The max I will leave it in is a month and a half or 2 months. That's it. So I'm like, well, instead of me, you know, taking it down, maybe I should just, you know, go get it cut, you know, in like a little bob, you know, trying to be cute. So I go back to her and I get it cut. And as she cut it, I'm telling her, I'm like, it's been a month. My head is still hurting. She was like, okay, well, you know, just keep putting oil on it, da 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 da. All right. So I took down my hair, I think like the 26th. The 26th? Yeah, the 26th of February. I got a cut on the 22nd of February. I took it out the 26th of February. So yeah, I had my hair up for a month because I got it done on January 26th. So, I took it down, and as I'm taking it down, well, I had my sister help me. First of all, I had my sister help me take my hair down. As she cutting like the weave out and cutting the tracks and stuff, she was like, Quan, baby, it's a scab connected to this braid right here. I said, it's a what? Mind you, I felt the scabbing over, but you know, she was like, baby, it's a big scab connected to this braid. When you take down your hair, you're gonna have to be careful because it might pull your hair out. Y'all, I get to taking down my hair. I get to taking it down. As I reach the middle part of my head, as I reach that area, y'all, I just start feeling the scab. And I'm pulling the scab out, you know what I'm saying, with the hair. And when I look at the scab, I'm like, I hope this is not my hair. Like, at that point, I was almost crying. I was like, I really hope this is not my hair sitting wrapped around in this scab. I finished taking down my hair, combed it out. Hunks of hair just coming out. So at this point, I'm crying because I'm already knowing I'm bald, okay? So I take a picture of my head and I just bust out in tears. I couldn't do nothing else but cry. At that point, I couldn't say nothing. I was paralyzed. All I could do was cry. I said, please come look at this. Please come look at this. She was like, oh my gosh. Y'all, at this point, I'm crying. I'm furious. So I'm texting my friend and I'm like, all right, what should I say? Should I go off on her? Should I be cool about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what should I do? My sister was like, don't. She was like, yes, text her and tell her what happened. But don't go crazy. Don't be crazy with it because I'm pretty sure her intentions was not to pull out your hair. Okay. All right. So I text her. Hold on, y'all. Let me get, y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna put it up right here for y'all so y'all can see as well. So y'all know a girl ain't lying. So because everybody was telling me like, okay, Quan, you know, stay calm, you know, don't get mad. All right, I won't get mad. Girl, what you're not fit to do is let me walk around here with no bald spot, girl, no. So I texted her. I said, hey, Jenny. I said, so I took down my hair and I had a scab from where my hair was tight. And this is what happened when I took it out. There's the bald spot. So she responds, like, I sent her all the pictures of like hunks of my hair with scabs in it, the big scab, and then my bald spot. And she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, I do apologize so much. It was that tight when I finished. She was like, do you have any Neosporin peroxide? What got me was when she was like, is it that tight it was that tight when I finished? I told you how tight it was, girl. You seen how uncomfortable I was in your chair? And all you told me was that you was going to put some oil right there and it was going to soothe it out. And it didn't. And when I came back to you to get it cut, I still told you my hair is still hurting after a month. It's been a month. Well, it hadn't reached a month yet, but it was technically a month, okay? So she asked, do you have any Neosporin peroxide? I said, yes, I do. She was like, use some peroxide with some cotton first. And then once it's dry, once it dry out, put some Neosporin in the area. I can do a couple of protective styles in a couple of weeks. I don't recommend any protective styles right now until the area heals up. You want your scalp to get some air. You think I want you to do my hair after you just pulled my hair out? You really think I'm going to come back to you? Baby, no. I'm not. Like I said before, she has never steered me wrong. She's done plenty of my hairstyles and they've been beautiful and I have not had a problem. I don't know what was up with this day, but it just was not happening. And so I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go back to you. Like, I'm not, like, that's what I'm telling my sister. I'm like, she talk about some, she can do me a couple of protective styles. I'm not going back. Baby, I'm not going back. Don't expect me. Like, you're not getting any more of my penny. Like, you're not. So I was like, can I put oil right there too, or should I wait? She was like, yes, you can, but do the peroxide and Neosporin because it looks irritated. which it was. And y'all are going to see heaps of pictures of the process. So after a while, you know, I started I stopped putting Neosporin on there and stuff, and I just started using oil. I used argan oil, olive oil, coconut oil, tea tree oil, and then my friend bought me. I'm a put a picture up of it too. She bought me this oil from the girl that she get her hair done by, and that's kind of what I believe grew my hair out, all that oil. And yeah, so I mean, my bald spot is hair, it's enough hair up there now to where I can get a style like this, or I can get some box braids or some twist or something like that. It's enough hair up there for that now. I'm gonna give y'all a whole little timeline of when my hair came out to where it's at right now. Like, my hair wouldn't comb down. It wouldn't comb down at all. It was literally stuck in a position like this. Like, think of y'all watch Rick and Morty. If y'all watch Rick and Morty, Rick hair, that's how my hair was. You know how Rick got that big bald spot in the back of his head? I got that. That's how my hair was. It would not go down. It would not move. It was stuck in that position. I couldn't even be mad at her, because I do feel like her intentions was not to take my hair. That was not her intention, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was her intention, she would have did it a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that that wasn't really her intention. But I was mad. I was angry. I just want to add this in real quick. I did play my part in there as well. And I know that when my hair started scabbing up, I should have immediately took it out, and I didn't. So I did play a heavy part in why the situation happened the way it did, but she also played her part as well. I have no hard feelings towards her. I still love her. She still does beautiful hair. Okay? So, yeah, no hard feelings towards her. I played my part. She played hers. And yeah, I just want to put that out there before somebody try to come for me telling me that I played my part and I'm trying to put all the blame on her, which I'm not. I did text her again. Not for her to do my hair though. I just asked her what styles could I do on myself that I can keep up. I had a big old bald spot in the back of my head. I couldn't do anything with my hair, so I was trying to find ways to do something to it while waiting for this bald spot to grow back out. I'm actually glad it grew back, because she pulled out the hair follicle and all. Like, I didn't have a hair follicle in sight. Like, she pulled out the hair, the follicle, the shaft, and all. Like, there was nothing there. Hey, you guys. So, I came back inside because it was getting too hot up in that car. I really do hope you guys enjoyed that hairstylist horror story. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and make sure if you haven't already, please hit that red subscribe button down below, and also comment down below if something like this happened to you or somebody that you know. I really hope it hasn't, and I hope it never will happen to any one of you. But yes, I thank you guys so much for watching. We also, I know it's not a big milestone, but we reached 31 subscribers so far. So thank you, babies, for watching. I really do appreciate you guys so much. Even though it's not a lot of us, I still appreciate the ones who watch and the ones who just come through, you know, and watch and then leave and don't subscribe. Love y'all too. I still thank you guys, because you guys still take the time out of your day to watch me. I do appreciate that so much. So I thank you guys. And yeah, also, tell me what other videos you guys would like to see from me, so I can put out content that you guys will enjoy. And I will see you lovelies in my next video.